What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fantastic, brand new episode of the Smashing Slices podcast. I am your host with the least, the one and only PizzaHulk, coming to you live on this beautiful Pizza Friday. We are streaming this across the Radio Garden State family, radiogardenestate.com. We are also on the YouTube. The YouTube comes out after the release of the Radio Garden State show. We are on Spotify, and we are working on a couple other platforms. So I would like to say hello to everybody out there in the pizza world. Welcome back. We got a fantastic, jam-packed show for you. We are going to talk a lot about nothing and a little about something. I think for this episode, if you're watching it, I think the lighting is like 20% better than what it was. That is a continually struggle to try and make the lighting work. I think I'm better. Please let me know if you don't think that I am. We are going to recap some of the foods that I ate this week. We're going to talk about some future things coming up, and we're just gonna bullshit for a little bit. Last week we had plenty of fantastic food. We finished our week at Bivio in Montclair. And when I tell you that Bivio is one of my absolute favorite places to eat a pizza, first and foremost, they couldn't be more polite and nicer people, okay? It's 25 seats in the restaurant. So it is always packed. You 100% need reservations, okay? If you don't have reservations, walk-ins are very, very rare. You can walk in and you can sit at the counter. They have a little 5-person countertop where they make the pizzas right in front of you. I was about this close to offering up my table to a couple who I don't want to say didn't look excited to sit at the bar, but she didn't look excited to sit at the bar. I would have offered my table up to sit at the bar. It looked fun. We had 3 pizzas. I brought the boy with me and the wife. My wife had a filetto, and I will actually go on here. Hold on. Let's live research this as we speak, so I can give you the exact information. Right? You think I would be a little more prepared for shows, but my wife started out with the filetto. Okay, fresh cherry tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, fresh California garlic, basil, sea salt, and extra virgin olive oil. Okay, nice little cuts of the multicolored cherry tomatoes. Beautiful. The boy had the classic margarita, San Marzano, buffalo mozzarella, fresh basil, sea salt, extra virgin olive oil. He picked around the fresh basil. That is, he is 8. I don't really think they enjoy the basil yet, but I just added it to my pie. I had the Bianca. And the Bianca is, the Bianca at Bivio is buffalo mozzarella, stracciatella, pecorino, fresh basil, the sea salt, and the extra virgin olive oil. Hands down, my absolute favorite white pie. We touched on the white pie at Pizzeria Lucci. I have not been there. I have not had the pleasure of having that pizza yet, so I cannot speak on it. But the pie out of Bivio is an absolute home run. We had a little melon with fresh burrata. The wife did. I did not. Also, fantastic. Everything about the dining experience at Bivio is top notch. If you are in the area, or if you're big on taking a ride to get some of the really good pizza that this state offers you, I highly recommend that you hop on the internet, you go on OpenTable, you book a reservation, whatever they're giving you. You know, it could be 8:30 at night, it could be 9:30 at night. Take the reservation and go eat the pizza. Bivio is fantastic. We can give a couple updates on some of my pop-up friends. The fine folks at Buc-ee's are moving along. Maybe, I'm not speaking out of turn here because I don't know, but I think maybe September we should see their beautiful pizza out in the market. Not from their pop-up. My good friend, Dom at Squares and Fairs, he is also on the way. The oven was just installed the other day, so that is extremely good news. That means they are getting closer and closer to opening their doors in Stone Harbor. Nope, that's not where they are. Summers Point. Summers Point. These are the things that when you just talk about them, when they come to your head instead of writing things down. But one day we will be professional and write things down. Until then, you get what you get. I hopefully have the chance very, very soon to revisit my favorite pop-up, the In Carbs We Trust family. They are ramping up the oven again, and we will get back out to that. There is a guy in Warwick, New York, Space Boys Pizza. Dude, I see you. Don't worry. I'll get there soon enough. I see you, though. Side Porch Pizza, same thing, man. I owe you a visit, and it's been way overdue. You will be seeing me soon. I promise you. I want to write an article. So as the podcast isn't hard enough for me to do, I want to take my hand at writing, and I don't know why. It just seems fun. It gives me something to research. Like, so I'm going to do 3 different articles, and one has a timeline for the fall. So I have a little leeway on that. And there's some crossover between the spots I'm going to go to in that article with the spots I want to do an article for bar pies. I want to write about the bar pie. I want to research it. I'm going to commit 100% of my time to it to fully research the history of the bar pie and what, in my mind, the bar pie is. And that is, these are my words, the bar pie is the pizza that we as New Jerseyans are represented by. So New York has the generic, but not in taste, just in style, the New York style slice, right? It's the generic. I hate the terminology of football pizza, but the New York style pie is just a regular round pie, and that's what they got. The Detroit there's nothing else comparable to a Detroit style pizza. That is the pizza that is, what is it, 8x12, deep dish in a pan, crust, cheese crust everywhere. Like Detroit style is, you look at it, you're like, that's Detroit style. It's known automatically. The Chicago deep dish, everybody knows the Chicago deep dish, and I'm not really sure everybody enjoys the Chicago deep dish. Sorry, Chicago. But the Chicago deep dish is 100% a thing. They also have the tavern style, which is the round pie cut into squares, which I would love to be able to rewind and go back in time to meet that guy. The guy who decided to cut the round pie into little bite-sized squares, because I don't know what he was actually thinking. It's weird. There are a handful of New Jersey spots that is how they cut their pie. I don't agree with it, but it is what you do, and it's what you've been come to known for, so I'll let it slide. The tavern style doesn't really translate that much from Chicago to everywhere else. But New Jersey, we do pizza better than almost everybody in the country, but we have a lot of options. And I think that the tavern style is pretty much the bar pie, right? So it's a thin crust. You know, the tavern and the bar are the same place, right? So you either go to the bar, you go to the tavern. Tavern is just an old school way of saying going to the bar. You're going to the pub. But the Jersey bar pie is its very own experience. Once again, these are all my words. This is my thoughts. Nobody's really an expert. I just like to talk about pizza. That's why we're here. But the bar pie is where we're at. That is the signature item out of New Jersey. I'm not going to name all of the places that have a bar pie because I don't know all of those places, and that list is very long. But obviously, most notably is it says it on the outside of their building, the world famous thin crust pizza from Star Tavern is kind of the focal point of I don't know who came up with the very first bar pie in the state, and that's what we're going to try and figure out. We're going to try and track that down. We're going to do some research on the internet. But I want to go to the likes of Star, Federici's, Kinchley's, Nellie's, the bar pie. There's probably more, and I'm going to take on all the information, but I just want to learn about the bar pie. Is there any competitive spots like the Sally's and Pepe's of the world where somebody worked somewhere and then they branched out, said, screw you, I'm doing this on my own? Sally's and Pepe's are one block apart. They started out together, and now they are, I don't want to say they're enemies. They're probably frenemies. I want to know about the history of the bar pie in New Jersey. So that's one of the stories I'm going to do, and that's going to tie into one of the articles I'm writing in for the fall for the return of the old school pizza joint, like the success and renaissance that they're having. So we're going to talk about that article as it gets closer to the fall, but that's on my plate. The other article that I want to try and touch upon is one of my favorite ones because you got to put in work for them is the pop-up. The explosion of the pop-up pizza scene. Once again, there are so many people that are doing pop-ups. And I kind of just want to dive into that area and talk to the people behind the scenes of Buc-ee's. Start as pop-up, you're going to a spot. Squares and Fairs, In Carbs We Trust, Side Porch Pizza. There is so many other people that have started out making pizzas out of their house, right? The Backyard Pizza Dad. You're a pop-up guy. Dan's probably one of the most famous pop-up guys of the last, the COVID resurgence of the home baker. So I want to touch on all of those topics, and I'm going to do a little research, and we're going to recap them. We're going to have a segment on here where we talk about how my writing's going. If any of you watch Friends, when Ross moves in with the boys, Chandler and Joey, they started Fireball, but Ross told Joey to write his own script, and he told him 5 pages a day. And I'm not going to say 5 pages a day because I've tried we've moved 5 bins a day. That's not working. But if I could just do progress every day, get a layout going and just try and figure it out. So if there's anybody out there listening and you got some writing experience, I'm going to call you. Adam, expect a phone call. I will even take you to lunch and we can blueprint this thing out together. I know you're that kind of guy, and you'll be nice enough to help me out. I do have this beautiful bottle of Saratoga water. Saratoga water is absolutely fantastic. We are also not paid for this. This is just the water bottle that I chose today. I do have, for those at Radio Garden State that you cannot see me, you can only hear this beautiful voice. I do have the comic book PizzaHulk t-shirt on. They are for sale. I have a handful of them left. Those of you on YouTube you can see the shirt. You know what it is. I have a handful of those left. If anybody would be interested in purchasing one, you help out the cause tremendously. You can just send me a DM with your address and your size, and I will get it out to you. It is $20 plus shipping. Shipping is usually about $6, but I'll do it for $25. Whatever the shipping cost, doesn't matter. I'll do a $25 t-shirt. I will be printing them right here in the print shop next to the podcast studio. We got a whole thing going on here. I do have some of the generic PH also, if that's something that you would like, please. I make all of those shirts. I do have shirts for sale on a website. You can get them direct if you want anything special besides just a t-shirt. I can do a t-shirt or a hoodie. So please just hop on the Instagram. Everything's listed there. You can just send me a DM and I'll send you out something. I truly appreciate everybody who does make the purchase of items. It helps me. It just, it helps build this studio. It helps feed me. It just helps going. If anybody also would like to sponsor any segment that we do, which really we don't have any segments yet, the car pizzas, the road slices is one of the segments that you can be a part of. Just in general, we could throw your name right up here on the corner. I do want to make a phone call to the fine folks at, let's get it, Hive House Honey. I'm just saying, number one, product is fantastic, okay? But I don't know if you agree with me. That's a beautiful spot for a neon sign. I'm just putting it out there, okay? Putting it out there. You want it, send it over. We can talk, okay? I did get a package in the mail. We're not going to open it on this podcast. We're going to do a separate video for it. But I will show you what I came home to. I came home to this fantastic box from the fine folks at Flatiron Pepper Company. Thank you very much. We're going to do a live opening of this package, and I do have to recruit the wife for a sampling of definitely the higher end Scoville unit ones. I'm going to need some help on there, but I will. We are going to do a fun little review on this. We'll do a sampling across the board on all of them. I will try as many as I can physically handle. Should be kind of comedic. But thank you to Flatiron Pepper Company. You can catch them if you are attending the One Bite Pizza Festival. They will be there with some samples. Maybe I will make an appearance at their booth if they would like that. That'd be kind of cool. That's something that I'm excited and terrified to try, because if you follow me, you know that black pepper is where I draw the line. Like I said, the hot honey, I'm working on a video with that as well. I know tons of pizzerias are using the hot honey as a thing. It's usually tied into a pepperoni. I'm not the pepperoni guy, so if we could throw a little hot honey drizzle on nice little meatballs and ricotta pizza, you could grab my attention. I can, I'll take the heat for that one. But Hive House, give me a shout. We can talk about that spot on the wall for you. Those are just a handful of the things that I'm working on. With the addition of the Radio Garden State, I do have to put out more of episodes. There are going to be some episodes that are are action packed. There are going to be some episodes where I'm just filling you in, recapping the week. I just gotta lay it down so that I have enough stuff moving forward for the radio station. It is an every Friday vehicle, so I need to make sure that I am lined up with them. That thing is going to take off and it's going to explode, and I needed to be a part of that adventure. So anybody out there wants to be a part and join my team on that, on some sponsorship, please reach out. I have a deck from them that I can present to you. I am always looking for, contributors, anybody who wants to have anything shouted out. Like I said last week, if you've got some merch, you want to send it my way, we'll sample it, we'll review it, I'll wear it, whatever you want to do, we can talk. But I'm just here to bring the pizza world together. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to eat as much pizza as I possibly can. Well, last night we went to Dough in Fairfield. We went with some friends. They have a ricotta gnocchi that is, and they got some black Angus meatballs, also fantastic. Had a Bianca pie there as well. Very, very good. That one has a nice garlic finish across the top of it. Very, very exciting. There are a plethora. There's so many pizzerias that I need to go to, but I just, the time is crazy. It's the summer, so the ice cream parlor is wild. Regular work is crazy, right? In the office, out on the road, just selling beers. That's what we do. So the summer is a very hectic time. But then I say to myself, maybe it'll slow down come September when school starts, right? But no, then sports start up again. So I'm always running around. I'm always crazy. I'm always chasing some pizza. There's so many places that, and I can only go to so many. Can only book out a time slot. But if you've sent me a DM or you've, said, hey, please stop by, I have all of those saved. They're all on a list. My goal is to come to every spot we got, visit everybody. That's all we can do. I want to just spread the word of pizza. That's it. The Instagram is one of my favorite places. The TikTok doesn't really do it for me. I do want to take while we're on it, I just went on the Instagram real quick and somebody popped up that excited me. I do, as a Jersey guy and as a New York Giants guy, one of the last places that I actually want to be in during football season would be Philadelphia. I don't want to be there during football season, but the Philly food scene, obviously the cheesesteaks are out of this world. I haven't heard anybody be able to have a better cheesesteak than Angelo's of South Philly. But the boys over at Pizza Westchester, they got a Steaks Westchester. They are, like, the radar is like glowing around them. And I need to partake in a trip to Philadelphia. Angelo's, you're going to get the phone call and I'm coming. But Pizza Westchester, I see you. I do. You literally were just on the screen of the Instagram and I see you. I got to plan that one out. A trip to Philly's. I don't know if I want to do a quick day trip, just take a ride, eat, and then head back home, or if I would like to stay over. I really want to stay over the night. I have to, I guess, be logistically aware of where I'm going. I want to be able to hit Pizza Westchester. I want to be able to hit Angelo's. I know My friend on the Instagram, Miles for Munchies, is going to tell me a couple spots that I'm missing. He has a list for me. I know that. He's going to be my tour guide. But I think I'm going to stay the night with the fam. The wife and the boy are going to join me. We'll do it together. So I think one night stay. I don't know where to stay. But I feel like the month of August isn't absolutely crazy. It's super hot, but it could be a good time for this Jersey boy to roll through Philly and just show them what's up. We can put a sticker or two on a door in Philly. We can add to the tally. I don't really have any more studio updates. As I'm continuing along here, I do like this. I do like the lighting that I have here. To the left of me here, I did move the. I will take a picture after this, and I'll post it in right now. Honestly, the light setup is extremely ghetto, but it's actually working. It's a pool table light that is just standing up vertically. It's working though. But I did throw the TV over here on a stand. I moved the computer monitor. It was on the table and it just felt very, very cluttered. Especially this view now that there's more space behind me from the old setup with the camera being just a little bit farther back. This is a super cool view, I think. So we're just gonna fill in. I gotta find the old items that I had that were on this table here. There was the Pat McAfee. There was a couple other books and stuff. But, I mean, I love the American flag. That's from Doug's Got Wood. He made that up for me. I do have another wood sign I'd love to throw up there. It is the Punisher. That's a pretty cool one. It's an American flag of the Punisher. I think that's super cool. But yeah, if you're watching this and you got something you think would be super cool and you want to add it to the collection behind me, send it on over. DM me. I'll give the address. Over here, we just got a couple of the pizza boxes. I got this beautiful Superman piece of art that was custom made for me by the man known as Christian Massat. He is my tattoo guy. Although it's been a while. But he is extremely talented, is probably selling him short. He is one of the most talented human beings I've ever come across when it comes to art design and tattoos and, magazine covers, Ink Master, all that. He was on it. That's my dude. Been day one, Christian guy. So I got that cool piece in there. I don't think I have anything else. I do have in the move, right? So you find some fun stuff that you haven't seen in a while. And if you follow along, you know that I'm a huge WWE guy, right? Along with the boy. And this box expired in 2018. Okay, so that's how long I've had this box. But I got a box of Bootios, okay? New Day, Big E, Kofi, Xavier Woods, New Day, Bootios. We could put, there you go, Bootios. From the New Day in WWE. The exclusive commemorative edition. Like I said, this is expired March 5th, 2018. It's never been opened. So it's a little big. It is right here next to the TV, but you'll be able to see it on the shot. I'll fill in a shot that'll show you the update on this on the area that we got here. But it's just always a pleasure to be able to get behind the microphone and talk to you guys. I really appreciate tuning in and listening, even when I have an episode like today where there's not much on my docket, but I can just kind of just talk to you guys. It is some people, it is a stress reliever you're just buying some time in the car, you're driving, and you just don't want to listen to music anymore. And trust me, I listen to so much music that I too, ever since I started this podcast, I tune in to a couple different shows. I am 100%. I watch Alex Coons and the Pie to Pie podcast. You are one of the people that I watch every week. You post a new episode. You're doing in California what I want to be doing here in New Jersey. I just need a little bit more experience behind the mic and behind the computer to edit that. Last week, we tried the 2-camera angle, and it was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do to edit that. So we are on a single camera right now. I couldn't put it together the right way because I just don't know. I have to make a phone call to a couple friends of mine who are in the world of video editing for some pointers. This episode will be edited in CapCut on the desktop version because I saw a couple things in there that I can do that are super easy in comparison to the Final Cut edition of editing. So I'm going to try my hand at the CapCut version. But that's going to do it for this Pizza Friday episode of the Smashing Slices podcast. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, and I want to say thank you. Please hit the link below, subscribe, follow along, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Radio Garden State, ThePizzaHulk on all those handles. Thank you. And we will catch you on the next episode of Smashing Slices. Take care, everybody. Thank you.